Diving right into the deep end, artificial intelligence is showing up everywhere, at work, at home, and even in how children learn and play.
As the technology continues to advance, a lot of people are asking the same question. How do we make sure we don't lose what makes us human? This morning, we're joined by Jeff Burningham, author of the last book written by a human. Love the title, Jeff. It focuses on staying connected in an increasingly digital world. Appreciate you joining us here in ARC Seattle this morning.
Yeah, good to be with you guys. Exciting 2026 ahead.
Absolutely, a lot to learn. So talk to us a bit about how you've noticed artificial intelligence changing daily life, from relationships to decision making.
Yeah, number one, I think we need to make sure that we aren't outsourcing our decision making. I mean, humanity is couched in wisdom. And although intelligence might be real, some of this artificial intelligence isn't necessarily working in our best interest. So number one. Number two, we need to stay in human connection and relationship. I mean, that is critical to our transformation and evolution as a species. We can't outsource that. It's through the messiness of being alive and being human that we transform.
Your book talks a lot about wisdom versus intelligence. Why do you think that's an important distinction?
Yeah, I think the message for 2026, the message for our moment, is that as our machines become more and more intelligent, we as humans must become more wise. And that shows up in just everyday interactions. One of the ways that I think that shows up specifically is that instead of looking outside of ourselves for all the answers, for validation, for whatever it is, we need to look inside of ourselves. So maybe instead of picking up your phone right away to ask ChatGPT or your favorite AI chatbot for something, let's look inside of ourselves. I hope that AI helps us come back to our humanity and relish it in some important ways this year.
I love that. I am so quick to jump to ChatGPT or like Gemini and ask them something that I can probably think about and figure out on my own.
Or ask somebody,
or
have that human interaction.
Yeah, then you're connected to someone, Tyrah. Right. Like you ask someone and yeah.
So what are some ways people can set healthier boundaries with technology?
Yeah, certainly. I think like a day away from technology. I know that on Sunday, we try to put our phones away. I'm a father of 4, so I have 4 children, and we try to put our phones away and be present with each other. That's one concrete idea. Another thing is just every day when our kids come home from school, we try to sit around the dinner table or at our bar and share a meal together. That is a no technology zone. So I know that those are hard boundaries to put up sometimes, but it's the simple things that we exhibit for our children that can make a difference and that stack up and add momentum towards where we're trying to go, which again, I think is to be as human as possible.
Yeah. Jeff, you brought up an important point, mentioning that you're a parent of 4, and I'm thinking about, all the kids that are sort of growing up in this change, in this evolution of AI. How can parents that are watching maybe raise thoughtful and emotionally grounded kids when they're born into this AI-powered world?
This is a great question. I'm an adjunct professor at a university down the street from my house, BYU. I've been an adjunct professor to thousands of students in entrepreneurship, and we've grappled a lot with what do we do with AI in the classroom, et cetera. This is critical. Like I said before, we can't outsource our critical thinking. We need to ensure that we continue to push ourselves to learn, to grow, et cetera. Number 2, real quick, Steve, with younger children, it's important for them to understand that this is a machine. I mean, these technology companies are trying to make AI seem as human as possible, which can be good in some respects. But with young children, it's important to help them to understand, I wonder if this machine has ever felt the pain of loss or, what it felt like to be in love. I think it's important to remind our children that these are intelligent machines that should be focused on human flourishing and not taking away from the human experience.
That was deep.
Powerful,
I needed
Jeff.
to hear that, not just the kids.
That hit right here.
Yeah, we all need, this is all practice, but we do mirror for our kids what's coming, so we need to exhibit that as parents, obviously.
So what are some everyday habits that keep people connected to one another? I love your idea about putting phones away at dinner. Is there anything else?
Yeah, one of the things I say to my students often is that the most powerful ideas are often the most simple and therefore the most neglected. So, Tyrah, here are 3 quick ideas. Number 1, stay embodied. AI does not have a body. We do, and there is intelligence in this body that we take for granted. So stay embodied, number 1. Number 2, get out in nature. Nature reminds us about the beauty of being alive, and it actually mirrors for us the cycle, I think, of our existence. And then number 3, lean into in real life human experiences. You may, love to run. You may love to quilt. You may have a faith tradition that speaks to you. Whatever can get you with real people. Like, I know it's hard sometimes, but lean into those in real life experiences in 2026.
Jeff, I'm curious, since you mentioned this no technology around the dinner table thing, I don't know the ages of your kids, but when you initially thought of this idea and implemented that idea, did you face any sort of resistance? And how do the kids feel about the idea now after this time?
Yeah, I think they relish it. And did I face resistance? Of course.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is the name of the game of life. Like, we all live in resistance. We all face resistance. I have teenagers. If you know the teenager game, it's a game of resistance. So yeah, was it hard at first? Yeah, but we kept the boundary, my wife and I, with love. And then again, I think it's now a time that they relish, because it's a time that we can be present, that we can stop doing and lean into our being. We are human beings, after all, not human doings. When smart machines can outdo so much of what we're used to doing, what do we have left? We have our being. And so if we don't share that with those we love, if we can't connect on that level, what is the point of any of this? That's what I'd ask. That is the point. So we need to help our children remember that. And I think that only comes through practice, habit, repetition, etc.
So many great takeaways in this book and from this interview. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to taking a look at your book.
Yeah, the last book written by a human. It's everywhere you can find books. So check it out, Becoming Wise in the Age of AI.
It's a great title. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Goodness, I had to write all that stuff down.
I know. I just wish I was taking notes during that.
We'll rewatch it.
We'll watch it.
A lot.
That's right. I like that idea. He talked about that whole idea of, putting technology away when you're at the dinner table, which is something simple that families can do. And I was thinking back to when I was a kid, we didn't have these things around, but that was a focus of my parents who really said, focus on this time together, because the week can get so crazy. There's meetings and work and school activities, all that kind of stuff. But that's your time to kind of connect
1000%.
As a family,
I completely agree. And also remembering we're intelligent. Before jumping to AI, look inward.
Yeah.
We have knowledge.
We have knowledge. We have emotions.
Tap
too.
into it.
Tap into that.